Hi there, it's William Drumming here. So, yeah, let's continue to make some adjustments, but do remember to save every step along the way because you might need a certain stage of the sculpting as a base point for you to play around with, but finally you are going to finish that on the final product, but sometimes you are going to need the intermediate in order to make some fun adjustments. Okay, so for example, sometimes if you are say designing a monster like sort of in a horror film, something like that, or in a horror game, you might just need to deform this a little bit. So I already saved it. Okay, so I strongly recommend if you follow along, you save it as well, because we're going to make actual human. In the end, not to do something crazy, but hey, I love crazy, so let's just try to do something crazy. And I'm thinking about a pretty amazing villain like this. Okay, so I'm going to extrude this part out. So just to get this part, and we're going to invert it. Control I, invert it. So left and right, we choose that. And what I'm going to do is to extrude it out, and let me move using this move functionality, and I'm going to use sculpt set pivots to unmask. So we got this here, and what we can do is to just get it out. Sorry, just wrong key. And what we can do is to extrude this out. Okay, so we're going to extrude out and make it more threatening by changing that to sort of a weird shape, like a knife, something like that. And of course you can scale it down. Okay, so it's pretty shocking of it to be something like this. I scale it down to get a pretty knife-like structure, and okay, so it got a two knife hands like this. And of course you can make it, got it down, some knife like this. For example, if you got this extrude to the left. Okay, so you can move that. Got this set pivot to unmask, and you move that out. Okay, so move it down a bit. Okay, you can just move it out, and say you want to make it like knife-like structure. Push it. A pretty sharp knife structure. This is just a tube. So yeah, and of course you can use this to pinch it. Okay. I think maybe just unmask it and then pinch it will give a better result. And of course I'm going to remesh it. maybe just leave it here and unmask it, then you pinch, it will just give you a better result. Okay. And of course you can use this snake hook to grab it and get a pretty interesting hook here, something like that. Okay, this is a really bad guy look. Okay, and but sometimes you don't want that too crazy. You just need to curve it a bit. So sometimes you may just use something like this. Okay, and I'm going to pinch this part, remesh it, and maybe make it smaller. Okay, something like that. So you got a pretty threatening left and right, like a hook or something. Okay, let me just make it more curved. Okay, something like that. And of course you can get rid of it by pinch the last part. Let me get it. Just a smoothie. Last part out. Okay, just to make sure this part is pretty sharp. Okay, so this is a pretty interesting design, and of course you can use the same method to get a the leg part try. So same method to paint it, right, and to Control I to invert. Let me just get a screencast key to invert selection, and you can use this moving tool to get it out. And of course you can use a pretty big grab or hook to get this part out. Okay, and because you want like a snake-like shape, you can just get using this part as a remesh it. Remember to always remesh it when you think you not have a lot of polygon to work with. Okay, so because it's sort of mirrored, so if you want to go a certain way, it would just do something like this. Okay, this is just one of the mailing designs that you want to add. For example, you got this sort of a crazy monster-like shape. Okay, and of course you can another thing you can do is to just switch off the mirror, so it's asymmetric, and what you can do is just to grab it from one side. Okay, so the hook, and you just something like that. Okay, and then I just think this is not a good way to stand actually. So maybe just let me just use this view. Yeah, I think I need to remesh along the way. Okay, so this is the more reasonable stance. Okay, so you got a sort of a mass center here, so become easy for to I think maybe just fine-tune that a bit, because we haven't remesh it, so I'm going to remesh it along the way. I remesh it because I already see the polygon go pretty remesh it, maybe grab it down a bit. Let's that breaks it. Let me you see this polygon like this, it means that you need to stretch it out. Yeah, this is this is pretty interesting. Okay, and the final part, you can even got it up a bit, something like that. Okay, maybe making a sort of a tail-like structure. Yeah, feel. Just adding more polygon to work with. And you can pinch this part. Maybe stretched a little bit too much. Okay, and you can unmask it, and you got some sort of structure like this. Okay, so yeah, pretty crazy villain structure. And I think I'm going to get this part out a bit. Okay, so that will be another character. Okay, so if you are making another, yeah, try for the creative monster, something like that. Yeah, you can sort of use this. Let me add in this to rendering. Okay, but if you are doing that, it would be a completely different texture. So just remember that. Let me just adjust the lighting here. The hair looks funny. The rendering just become too slow. I'll just use this, okay? All right. So yeah, that's how you adding sort of design along the way when you think part of the model I like that, and the rest parts I'm going to change it, something like that. Okay, so you can use this as a sort of base model for you to to design and make something else. Okay.